It's the start of week 45, so looking back at the last week, it's been a pretty standard week really. I got 5 out of my 6 practice sessions done, which was good. I've been putting the sight reading on hold for a little bit, mainly because actually I've been finding the sight reading, I'm getting that through some of the other things I'm doing, because I'm still having to sort of look up scales and things like that for some things, for the minors anyway, the minor harmonics. Probably the big thing of the week has been the major scales. The trick that Jane taught me last week about the cycle of fifths has proven to be really useful, and I've been able to use that to work out the major scales without actually having to go away and look at the music, which has been really quite cool. Which is a good step forward. Actually, I'm quite pleased about that. The other scales I've been practicing have been the E Harmonic Minor, which was the new one Jane gave me last week, which I don't have any rules for yet. But the cycle of fifths in the order of the sharps was actually quite useful yesterday's practice, because yesterday, in addition to E Harmonic Minor, I was doing C Harmonic Minor. And C Harmonic Minor has a key signature with 3 flats in it. And the cycle of fifths applies to the sharps, not to the fifths, not to the flats. Well, not as far as I know. Maybe it does. I haven't learned that yet. But anyway, what was interesting was that the scale itself, when I had to look at it on the music, so it has a key signature with 3 flats in it, but only 2 of the notes in the scale were actually flat. And the last flat that the key signature said should be flat was actually had a natural sign next to it. So they'd done the key signature, put the notes on, and then naturaled all the ones that the key signature had said, should be flat. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. And it turns out that they have to do that because the key signature for the flats is the same as the key signature for the sharps. If you've got a C sharp and an F sharp, or what was it? Fred Cat goes down. Yeah. So if you've got a G sharp, for example, you've got to have a C sharp and you've got to have an F sharp. So the C Harmonic Minor, I think, needed to have B flat. Needed to have a B flat. No, it can't be B flat. It must have been something else. Yeah, must have been A flat maybe. Anyway, but in order to have that, it had to have the B flat, which is the one they had to natural out. So yeah, interesting. There's obviously a bit more to this than I've learned so far, but I guess we'll see how that comes to pass. I've also been practicing the pedalling, so that's also what I've been replacing the sight reading with. So pedal practicing is coming along okay. I'm going. Some days I have good days with my pieces, some days I have bad days. The last couple of days have actually been pretty bad. There's been a piece in it, which I think actually I mentioned in last week's session. I'd finally got the hang of. This week I've gone back on it. So who knows? It's just the way it goes, I guess. Anyway, so that's where things are at, and I guess we'll see what happens with week 45.